Hello, online pipe community. Ethan, Parsimonious Piper here. It is Cobb Tuesday. Got my Cobb Tuesday cob. No Cobb Tuesday hat because I'm inside. I tell you what, just a week ago I did my Cobb Tuesday outside and it was 80 degrees. And today it is 37. So I am smoking my Country Gentleman from Missouri Meerschaum. In it, I also have a Missouri Meerschaum blend, Missouri Pride. Now I'm doing pouch tobaccos, and I've got one more that's a Missouri Meerschaum blend that I'll be doing next week, mostly because these are part of the discontinued list from Sutliff. They do still have some, apparently on their website there at Missouri Meerschaum, so if you're interested after this review, you can still get a hold of it. Missouri Pride is a very codgery blend. What I taste is mostly burley with a tiny bit of sweetness that I'm guessing is the Virginia they say is blended in. It is very, very burley forward. And it's a good burley. They don't list any flavored toppings on this. And I don't taste any. If there are any, they must be really, really light, because if you look at Jim Ink's review of this, he says that if there is a topping, then it's got to be some combination of bourbon and cocoa or chocolate, something. If there's a topping. Well, look, if Jim Inks can't detect a topping, then there's not much there. And I don't get one. Well, what do I think of it? It's good burley. Is it going to replace, well, since it's unobtainium shortly, no, it won't. If it were still available, would it replace Carter Hall for me? No. Still not there. But it is very good. For those of you who like the burley side of Carter Hall but don't like the bourbon topping, which some of you find more obtrusive than I do, this very well might suit your palate. It really is a very good burley. It does not have, to me, some of the rough edges qualities of Cornell and Deal burleys, which I do like. And could easily be an all-day type smoke, which is also very codgery. Out of 5 stars, still only gets 3 on mine because I wouldn't buy it again. It's not that it's bad, it's just that, well, there's stuff out there that I like so much better. And a 4-star blend for me is one that I would buy again. Doesn't necessarily have to be my favorite, but I would buy it again. This I wouldn't buy again. But, like I said, not because it's bad. Just because, some of us are really hooked on classic codger blends, and I'm one of them. This last weekend, there was a pipe show in St. Louis. Ron Smith of Ron's Freehands and I drove up together. Had a blast in the car there and back. Had a good time at the show. There was a pretty decent turnout. Most of the tables were occupied. Lots of good stuff available. I did get a Bulldog. Let me find it here. I rarely ever find a pipe by Lee or one of their sub-brands that I buy at a pipe show, but this time a couple of the vendors, the estate pipe vendors, I bug often enough at pipe shows that they've started to remember. And the good gentleman at Redeemed Pipes said, hey, I have got a pipe by Lee for you. And it is this lovely 3-star, those are 7-point stars, bent Bulldog It is, the pipe itself is in really nice condition. You will notice there's some deep chatter right at the button. I'm gonna, and I'll do a video on this. I'm gonna fill that in with some black super glue and food grade charcoal and sand and buff that out, and I'll show you how that comes out sometime. I'm way behind on my estate pipe cleanups. But lovely find, and for 40 bucks, it was in very good condition. The real work I'm going to need to do is on the stem, not the stummel, so that saves me quite a bit of work. Just a little bit of cleanup and hand buffing, and that stummel's going to look great. The stem itself is black, so I don't have to get any oxidation out. I just got to do something with that bit. I also picked up, and I don't have this one handy, for $5. How can you beat a $5 purchase, right? I'm parsimonious, but even that's cheap to me. You've seen those clear acrylic stands that kind of suspend the pipe in midair. Eric at Sea Smoke Pipes uses those for his photography and to show off his pipes when he has new ones. Very nice work he does. Very nice photography of his pipes. Well, I've been jealous of that, and I've wanted one, and I finally found one. The downside is the loop that holds the stem so that the pipe is suspended like this won't hold a super wide bit. Fortunately, most of my old American factory pipes don't have very wide bits, and so I think most of them are going to fit. Got to see some familiar faces and meet some new ones. Mike, wonderful meeting you. Randy, great seeing you again. John from John's Pipe Journey, got to meet in person for the first time. That was a blast. There were a bunch of other guys there. I apologize off the top of my head for not being able to remember everybody, but these shows are just so much fun, getting to sit down and enjoy a pipe together. And this was no exception. Got to try a couple of new blends that I had not tried before, and I got to share some blends that are now discontinued or have been for quite some time. So we just had a very, very nice time that day. As usual, I did not get any video. This time that was deliberate. Look, folks, if you want to know what a pipe show is like, get off your duff and come join us at one. You can get a taste of it, I suppose, by watching some of Flat Cap Piper's videos at some of the bigger shows. He does a fine job of covering the shows, but you will not really get a feel for what a pipe show is like and the camaraderie and the fun of just spending time together enjoying a pipe unless you're there. So I didn't. Shame on me. Well, folks, it has been a fun Cobb Tuesday. I am enjoying this blend. I smoked more of it this week than I do a lot of my weekly blends because it is a good blend. But won't be buying it again. And sadly, you probably won't either unless you get out there and do it quickly. With that, folks, light something you like. It just might be a Codgery Burley blend. Enjoy your afternoon.